throw with Rodgers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Rodgers going to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Montgomery back to the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Play clock winding down. Play action now. Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Let's go. 180.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Nick Perry Able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. And he is knocked down from the side. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 2nd down, Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
In motion left moves Nelson. On 3rd down, Rodgers steps away. He can run for it, and he will. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Let's go.
Play action. It's Bridgewater. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings now heading onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down throw for Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. Going deep for Diggs. That's caught at the 25. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 43 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. The left side caught by Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Williams loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Get ready! Tiger! Tiger!
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And that hits the right upright but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Now this time Rodgers will throw. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And some space here. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Second down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Kenny Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Final play of the half. Bridgewater steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw, Bridgewater. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
They run again on first down. Cook breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So it'll be first down here after the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Bridgewater now on second down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. They'll try and run down here with pro size. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And it's up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
26. 319.
Here's Rodgers off the bootleg. Caught left side, Williams. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Cobb in motion right. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On now is the Packers punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And out now come the Vikings. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Get ready. Wait, 90.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he rifles one incomplete. C.J. Prosise was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. 59 fight. Check. 9. Force. Let's go. Defense, just get out the field. Defense.
Now Bridgewater lets it fly for Thielen. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Broken tackle, and another tackle broken. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, here's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They give it to Williams, running right. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They run it again with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
On the toss, here's Williams. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the... the 16-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards to go on second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
the penalty. It's Williams. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now Williams running left, and he's got room. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Rodgers going to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Nelson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run with Procise. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's Bridgewater. They'll dump it off to Procise. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. On first down, precise. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Right back to Procise. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Get ready. Tiger. Hut. He's checking. Tiger.
Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Back to throw, eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
2nd down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Nelson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings are going to win this football game. So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they've left their defense with no margin for error.
No, 0. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation because at the least you're giving up 3 in that situation, right? So I would have punted the ball out of there and given them a little bit of a cushion.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go.
And they take a knee. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right. Otherwise, that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
White 90.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Vikings, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.